Good morning, you guys. Today we're gonna do a full day of eating. I'm really excited about it because that means that I get to spend the day kind of cooking, and I love to cook. So I'm really excited for today. I'm also gonna start adding back some movement in, and I'm gonna record that as well. Yeah, just come spend the day with me. In the morning, I love to clean my house. I love to do it. I work from home a lot of the time, and my house isn't just like my workspace, it's my safe space, and I cannot even help but keep it clean and keep it tidy. I used to be super disorganized. Everything was dirty all the time. I could never find clean things, and something switched in me. I don't know what it was, and now I have a little bit of a problem. But I do like to spend time in the mornings, every morning I can, just tidying my house, cleaning up. That way, if I leave, I can come back and my house will be welcoming me to start any project I want, do anything. So that's how I spend my morning this morning. And I haven't done movement, like exercise, for like a month, for like maybe even over a month. So this morning after my cleaning, I did some intuitive resistance, like body weight resistance exercises, and I was just doing any body weight resistant exercise that I was familiar with, that I loved, that made me feel good, and I wanted to kind of hit every area of my body to feel movement and feel strength in every part of it. So I did some squatting. I know I ended up doing some planks, some lunging, some push-ups, and some deep core exercises. And I was really trying to do this 5-part movement routine that includes resistance training, slapping to wake up your muscles, stretching, like yoga, maybe even yoga style stretching, breath work, and meditation. I think that's so fucking cool because I really want to include all those things into my life regularly, but it's just taking me some time to figure out how that looks without being overwhelming, without being so rigid that I start to resent it. So that's what I was doing this morning. I was playing, I was doing things that felt good in my body, I was moving my body, I was breathing out energy that didn't belong there anymore. And I really suggest switching up your routine occasionally, if not always, to things that feel really good in your body. So that's what I was doing.
One thing and then the other. It's also getting cold here in South Africa, and
thought of something during my meditation, so I wanted to talk about it. This is so weird. I was just like, for some reason, my head went to, not for some reason, I know why, like evolutionarily, we are designed as estrogen-brained beings to scan for like problems and issues, to like keep us safe, right? We're designed to be aware of anything wrong so that we can manage it or fix it and protect ourselves so we can be safe. And I was just sitting there meditating in my beautiful house, feeling so grateful that I moved today and feeling so alive in my body. And my brain was like, God, what if someone from my high school watches this and they see my body and they like judge my body? Like, what if a woman, there was more like popular, like connected people, like women growing up like in high school who were like super friends, and I like wasn't a part of that at all, and for some reason I always felt like super judged by them, but I'm sure they literally just did not even think twice about me. And I was just like, oh my God, like what if they're watching this video and they're like, what the fuck is her body? Like, why? So that was a thought, and I just decided to be like, that was interesting, and then let it go. And I don't feel anything about that, thank goodness. I'm so glad I'm doing these practices, these mindful practices. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. That's like some places my brain likes to go sometimes. So if your brain does that, you're not alone. And there's nothing wrong with you. Primally, we have evolved to be a specific way. So the modern day version of that evolution looks like worrying about what people from high school are going to think about your body, which is super fun. We will manage this. And it will be just fine. As a girly who sometimes has gone into depressive phases and phases where I just don't take care of myself, I think it feels really incredible. It feels amazing to take a little bit of time every day, clean yourself off, tell yourself nice things, whether that's putting lotion on your face and doing a little massage or brushing your teeth, like just the small acts of taking care of yourself, especially in the morning, first thing in the morning. Ooh, I've been loving that. I've been loving that so much. I'm gonna make like a morning drink. I don't really know what that's gonna be yet, because if it has caffeine, that means like I get to go like outside and like move my body more, because I'm not like the type of person who can drink caffeine and sit still. So I'm thinking chai, I'm thinking matcha, even though I don't want a matcha, or like a hot chocolate thing. I don't think chai and chocolate are friends. In my mouth, they don't like each other. Let's make a chai. And I'm probably gonna make some eggs and vegetables to go with that. I've been absolutely obsessed with chai tea lately. I found a recipe, a whole spice recipe, and learned how to make the actual tea itself from the spices, and I'm fucking obsessed with it. It's so delicious. And it's fucking real. It's not some weird concentrated, God knows what's in it. Anyway, I've been having one of those like multiple times a day. They're so good. Also, this knife I'm using is so fucking sharp. It was a gift from my partner's grandma, and she's amazing. Hi Sharon, you're amazing. And it is so fucking sharp. I am incredibly lucky because I just cut into my finger so hard, and somehow it like just barely scraped the skin. But yeah, that knife is sharp enough. It could have fucking cut my finger off. I don't know how I escaped with just a tiny little cut.
Bed in the morning, so that way. It's just stinky and gross. I don't know how other ways to describe it.
But this morning I was having some eggs and some stir-fried vegetables. It was Brussels sprouts and red onion. I love the flavor of red onion cooked. Are you kidding me? It's like so different than just yellow or white onion. So anyway, that's what I had in my house, and that's what I made for breakfast, along with a delicious chai tea latte, homemade. I will definitely make the video for that because you guys are gonna love it. I'm practicing being intuitive with I practiced being intuitive with cooking for a long time, but being intuitive with eating, and during my luteal phase, I do eat more frequent meals rather than doing fasting. And that's like kind of hard to step into when you've been fasting. Stepping into feasting is kind of different. So that's what I'm doing this week. I'm reintroducing eating more often, and I'm trying not to overdo that because for the past couple of weeks, the way I've been eating is just big meals, and I want to do smaller, more frequent meals. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Waste so much energy just.
Seriously, this chai tea latte, I like don't have words for it. Like, matcha is great, it's delicious, and homemade coffees, all sorts of them, so good, but I literally want to make love to this latte, and I won't do that for you guys, okay? I'm not gonna do that, but I will tell you all about it. It's incredible. It's spicy and perfect amount of sweet and has the fatty mouthfeel. Oh my god, I could freak out. I won't freak out. I won't freak out about the chai tea or this massive cut on my finger.
Wash that was in this other.
Another thing that I stopped doing that I've only done a few times and I didn't really have the intuition and the guidance to do over the past few years, but lately I've been really thinking about and enjoying so much is journaling. So this morning I tried to do a little bit of intuitive journaling about God knows what, anything that was coming to my mind, anything that I was thinking and feeling, and I just wanted to write it down and get it out and be able to process it. So I did that after I ate, and then I got all cleaned up in the kitchen after the mess I made making breakfast.
Right, but it's cute and I like it, and the lid is really funny and nice, so I bought it.
So you're gonna obviously watch me and get to know me here. One of my super toxic traits that I really need to work on is leaving water running, because we don't pay for water here, so I've like literally never thought about leaving water running. So I'm like, oh, it literally doesn't matter. Like, I feel like that's kind of evil, and I feel like it's also like super rude and disrespectful to the world, to people who don't have water. And like, I will turn water on to make it a temperature I want and like run away and forget about it for like 5 minutes. And we also leave our water running for our cat sometimes, because he like drinks water, and then I'll turn it on for him and he'll drink water and he'll leave, and then I'll like forget about it for like hours. So if you ever see that in this video, you can, in any of my videos, if you see the water running, yeah, yell at me, because I need to work on that. It's a serious problem. Okay, thank you.
They were super cheap, so like, why not?
When I used to have like my whole adult life, I'd have like a 9-to-5 job, and I'd go into these like depressive phases. But you could call them nesting, because they weren't always depressive. Sometimes they were just like super low energy. And I always go into these phases, and I like might leave my house for a walk, or because I have to run an errand or something, but just like stay in my house, whatever house that is, wherever I am, whatever I'm doing. And we are coming out of that, and coming out always feels so amazing, because it's like, holy shit, I survived. Like, sometimes that was a surprise. It was like, okay, there's more after this. All right, let's see what's next. What else are we gonna do? And that's kind of where I'm at right now, except this time it wasn't so much depression. It was more like sitting with these feelings and sitting with my intuition that's telling me to slow down and chill out. And wow, I'm so grateful I did that, because like stuff makes more sense to me. I understand specific thoughts that I have, reoccurring thoughts that I have. I understand, like, feelings that I have, reoccurring feelings I have, and I'm like, okay, like, this is something to work with. I understand I don't have to just sit here and feel the weight of all of this. I can just acknowledge it, see it, and move on. And for me, that looks like I'm not really sure what I'm doing here on YouTube yet. And it's like hard to be your own teacher, to be your own boss, to be your own whatever, if you've like never done that before, because I've been my own teacher for my whole adult life. So that's not the hard part, but teacher as in like learning a software editing program, a video editing software, that's like hard as fuck. And like teaching myself is not super easy, and I just like keep having to look up how to do stuff, and it's super fun, and it's like, holy shit, I can like do this all on my own. But I don't know that naturally I'm the type of person, if this is a thing even, who is I don't want to say self-motivated. No, that's what I want to say. Yeah, it's self-motivated. I'm not sure that I'm like necessarily that type of person, which isn't a bad thing. I have always been, here's what it is. I've always been a follower. I've always like looked for people to tell me what to do, so that either I didn't have to think or I didn't have to try to come up with something to do, whatever I need to do. So I've always had like a job, and I've always looked at money, especially as like working for someone. And here I am. I am getting a part-time job, but at the same time, like when I'm not working, I'm here working for myself, and like I don't know what that looks like yet. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of confusing. It's super fun. I literally wouldn't be doing anything else right now. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be. This is exactly what I want to do, but it's like sometimes it's like, oh, I actually don't even know what the fuck to do. And that's what I spent like the last few weeks doing, is just like not knowing what to do. And rather than binge eating a whole bunch of food and feeling bad and watching crap because I feel bad and I want to feel better, and then feeling bad after that and having anxiety and doing that like horrible cycle, I fasted. So 24-hour fasting. So all day I was forced to really sit with and feel the detoxification of cheap dopamine from eating food all day, cheap dopamine from scrolling content all day, cheap dopamine from masturbation or anything like that. So yeah, in this last few weeks, I feel like I went through it and I put myself through it, and I'm so fucking grateful for that girl who went through that stuff, because here I am, not only stronger, but way more self-aware. I have a really great intuition and feeling of the direction I want to go, and that's really exciting. It's really exciting because I did that on my own, and I didn't know I could do that. Does that make sense? I hope that really resonates with someone, because like I said, always been a follower, always been looking for someone to tell me what to do or what I should do or how I should live my life or whatever, and I've been like, based on what other people say, I could try this or try that, and I've never been like, what do I want to do? And another part of that is, whatever you choose to do, it doesn't have to be permanent. It doesn't have to be like I feel like we're taught like, oh, you're going into a career, you have to go to school for that, so it's like a big deal choosing what to do. It's not a big deal at all. Trying something new, changing the trajectory of your life, it's a big deal, like, that's powerful, but it's not a big deal, like, it doesn't really matter what that thing is. And I'm like really coming to understand that, like, life is so much more about your energy that you carry and how you treat people and how you feel, and like managing those feelings and emotions and like learning yourself. Like, life is just a big lesson, and I guess it just doesn't necessarily matter if you're a banker or if you're a YouTuber or if you start your own businesses. Like, it doesn't really, that's not the part that matters. I mean, if it sets you on fire, that's what matters. Following your passion, that matters. Anyway, I could talk for like a million years about this, but I just wanted to say that, like, lately I've just been letting myself lead myself, and it feels like it's the blind leading the blind, because that's like a new thing for me, and I'm really proud of myself. So I'm just gonna take a minute to just like I made it through, you guys. I made it through a nesting period. I made it through not knowing what I should do and thinking about all the possibilities and being scared to move. And it's not scary. It's really not scary. You can't make a mistake in life. You can't do it. Because you can always look back and take a lesson or take tools from your experiences and be like, oh, okay, I don't do that because of this, or every time I do this, that, so maybe I won't do that again, or maybe I will do that again. That worked really well last time. And yeah, so don't be scared to move. Don't be scared to listen to your intuition. She is always talking to you. Literally always. Okay. Okay. Unsettling. The society that I like grew up in and the way that I view a body, any body, is so fucked up. It's so fucked up, and I'm trying so hard by being real in my videos to show what a real body looks like, show what an adult woman body looks like. And while I'm trying to take care of my health and maybe my body will fluctuate, doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter and has zero depth and meaning. So that's kind of the point of any of these shots. But I just wanted to get on here and say that really quick. Your body is beautiful and perfect. So I live in like a really small town, and nobody walks around filming themselves. And it's like, it's not embarrassing, but I'm trying to find places in town where I like feel comfortable holding a camera up and talking to it. Just like, obviously no one's watching me, but like it feels like it, you know? Scary, but just fine. Wish me luck. It's like really hard to remind myself that like if people see me doing this, like whatever they think about that literally doesn't like, shouldn't matter to me. It like is none of my business. Yes, I can do this. After this walk, I ended up going to the park. I ended up driving to the park and bringing my rollerblades and some journaling stuff and books and a towel. And I just wanted to do every activity outside this day, so I fucking did. And I prepared myself, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Take yourself on a fucking date to the park, bring the stuff that makes you feel good, and meditate. Like, seriously, meditate.
My curiosity up.
Oh yeah?
You got my curiosity up.
Yeah, I am making a vlog.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wait,
like,
is there a baby over there? No, there's no baby over there.
just me. Yeah.
So you're just filming right now?
I am filming right now, yeah, and then I'll go rollerblading and I cook, so I just record all that and
good.
make cool videos out of it.
Well, I won't bother you anymore then.
No, yeah, you're just fine. Have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you.
This super sweet old couple walked up to me and were like, I'm so curious what you're doing. And I just, oh my God, I thought it was so sweet that they interacted with me and were being so positive and uplifting. And it literally made the biggest difference in my day. My smile was obviously huge and it was really sweet. I don't know where they came from, but they were a little gift for me. Art of play is something that has a revolution right now. There's a revival to it, and I'm so fucking here for it, especially as an adult. Being playful, being silly, being goofy, it feels like being a kid again, and that's truly how you get back in touch with being a kid, is just following that intuition, playing, being silly, go do something weird, like have fun and feel free, like in your skin, in your life, in your body. That's what I was doing here. And then it was time for a cold plunge. I got all hot and sweaty from rollerblading. It was gross, and it was time for me to go play in the water. And I literally felt like a kid this whole day outside, and I fucking loved it. I cannot recommend doing this enough, to just take yourself to a creek somewhere and get in. Take yourself to a lake, an ocean, whatever you have around you, use what you have. I'm at a city park right now and I'm just having like the best day ever. So this is your inspiration to get outside and go enjoy what you have and take advantage of what you have.